Imagine racing to California, dreaming of gold nuggets the size of your fist. But what if I told you the people who made the biggest fortunes never swung a pickaxe? They didn't search for gold, they sold the tools to those who did. In the gold rush, the real winners weren't miners. They were the merchants, the bankers, and the ones selling shovels. The true gold mine, selling pickaxes and shovels. As gold fever swept through California in the 1840s and 1850s, hopeful prospectors dropped everything to chase dreams of instant wealth. But while some struck gold, most left with empty pockets and broken spirits. The people who prospered were those who catered to miners' needs. Samuel Brannan, one of California's first millionaires, understood this better than anyone. Brannan bought up every pickaxe and shovel in San Francisco. Once he had a monopoly on mining tools, he ran through the streets shouting, "Gold! Gold in the American River!" While miners rushed out to search, Brannan resold his tools at outrageous prices, earning more from selling pickaxes than many miners made from gold. Levi Strauss followed a similar path. Recognizing the harsh conditions in the goldfields, he began selling rugged pants that could withstand the tough labor. These pants evolved into the denim jeans we know today, making Levi Strauss a household name long after the gold rush faded. And here's the twist. The real winners weren't just the merchants selling tools. They were the ones who built the infrastructure around the gold rush. The towns, the railroads, the banks, the ones who saw the bigger picture. Imagine, while thousands of miners were fighting over streams and dirt, people like Leland Stanford were laying down tracks and securing wealth that would outlast every gold vein. Real estate booms and merchant empires. Mining towns grew quickly, attracting not just prospectors, but also merchants, saloon owners, and gamblers. Leland Stanford opened a general store to supply miners with food, clothes, and equipment. But Stanford saw beyond the fleeting gold rush. As miners moved on or ran out of luck, he shifted to railroads and politics. His investments led to the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad, and he became one of the most influential businessmen in American history, later founding Stanford University. The demand for land also turned real estate into a booming business. Speculators bought plots near new discoveries and sold them for massive profits. Merchants followed miners from town to town, setting up shops to serve transient workers and earning steady income from miners' unpredictable fortunes. Bars, brothels, and hotels thrived, offering entertainment and comfort to exhausted men looking for a brief escape from their hard lives. Banks, bars, and services. As gold poured out of the rivers, banks like Wells Fargo emerged to handle the transport and storage of gold. What started as a courier service evolved into one of the most prominent financial institutions in the United States. And the towns themselves, full of saloons, hotels, and gambling halls, became self-sustaining economies. In these places, a miner could spend everything he'd earned in a single night on whiskey, gambling, or women. While miners gambled their savings on fleeting moments of pleasure, the people running these establishments built stable, profitable businesses. Many of these entrepreneurs never had to go near a gold mine to make their fortune. The collapse and legacy. When the gold veins began to dry up, miners moved on to the next rush, often poorer than when they started. But the merchants, landowners, and bankers, they kept their profits, reinvesting in railroads, industries, and education. Leland Stanford and others built the railways that would knit the nation together, while Levi Strauss's denim empire endured long after the miners left. The legacy of the gold rush is a lesson in opportunity. Chasing gold was risky. Few miners struck it rich, and even fewer held on to their fortune. But those who built the tools, the infrastructure, and the services that miners needed, they created wealth that lasted for generations. If you enjoyed this story, I know you'll love the video on screen about Nestle and their incredibly dark past. Click the video now to go watch. See you there.